you know my name is Simon, and I like to do drawings.
Ah, my fingers. Everyone, we're back with another Drawing with Jon with the intro again. Sorry about that last time. Happens. We're here to talk about a new design we have called SHITCAR 94. Basically, this is if we had a NASCAR shirt, a t-shirt you find at the truck stop, and then a Hoonigan shirt. Put in a bowl and mixed with a rusty fork. This is what you get. This is it right here. SHITCAR. It's a favorite of ours inside the building. It's part of the brand. We've seen it come from its very simple, humble beginnings, a $350 driver, into what has now become an amazing internet sensation, if we will say so. It's great. So for this design, we have it set up with, I guess, livery number 2. Yes. Man, that was fun times. For me, personally, the first time that car really took on its persona was when the wheel flew off. That was great. That's when you knew, like, oh, this car's got character. And this is second version of the livery, which is probably when most people think of SHITCAR, they probably think of this version of it. So this design was actually done, I want to say I finished it in July of this year. So it was obviously before we did third version final form. So that's like classic version 2 livery style. All done with rattle cans in the parking lot. Amazing. Let's go over the design elements of this. This is officially probably the most colors a Hoonigan t-shirt's ever had. This is 12 colors right here. Usually Hoonigan only goes with a couple colors. Black, white, red, and gray. So for us, this is stepping out of the box, everyone. So it's real bright. Well, let's go to the simple sketch we did right here. Here's how my thumbnails are done. This is my thumbnail. If you ever wanted to see absolute chicken scratch, this is it right here. This is how I basically came up with the entire concept. I used different colors for my mind, so like that's how I think I see things like that. So the different colors, and then yeah, with the bolt coming through here, which ended up being toned down. The lines for the background. That's just a design element. That's a design style of that time. So it's kind of a carryover, I guess, from the Memphis Group, which did a lot of the 1980s look. If you're not familiar with the Memphis Group, look it up. You can find awesome documentaries about them. They basically made the 80s look the way it is. So granted, this is 90s, but this is carryover from the 80s stuff. So it's a little teetering on both. So that's where these lines come from. And over, like laying over shapes with drop shadows and like that, that's all of that time. The only thing that's missing from this is a wolf howling at the moon, maybe, and an eagle. Like, I tried to put an eagle in here, I truly did, but it just didn't work out. And then the script stuff, it's kind of like Days of Thunder meets Patrick Nagel stuff. This is like a whole bunch of different influences smashed into one thing. Got the gradient SHITCAR script, got the drop shadows that make absolutely no sense because they're not even dropping on top of stuff. That's just how the designs were done back then. So I kind of went through and said, oh, design elements that really kind of make no sense. Perfect. It's perfect for this shirt. From the sketch in between, there wasn't really too much to evolve from. So like, here's first version. So it still has a lot of the elements that are shown up in the final. I did use the Hoonigan vertical to the left. It just didn't work. It's too much open space down here. Swapped out the purple, went to the magenta, because why not? So this shirt is definitely a favorite of ours in here. It is super awesome. It's definitely a time when SHITCAR was like, to us, I mean, dude, it was at its peak, like up here of what it was doing on the internet. It was crushing everything. It's a favorite car for the brand. It's a favorite car of yours, I'm sure. And you know, if you're not familiar with it, go back. Go watch that stuff. It's gold. It's great. Anyways, back to the design. So let's finish this up. All the racing you can imagine of a bygone era with a German car painted with American flag stuff, with checkerboard, dude, and like magenta and yellow and gradients and lightning bolts and all that coming together. It makes no sense. That's the beauty of it. It doesn't have to make sense. This car really makes no sense. But to us and you guys, it makes perfect sense. And then we add this tagline, we crashed it so you didn't have to. We crashed it so you didn't have to. That's the whole thought behind this design. I have a little clip of me doing a drawing for a future sticker that's coming out. It's not done yet, but you get to see like it coming together right now. So you get to see me doing probably about, I'd say 70% of it. So in a time lapse. hang on, I totally forgot. One more thing. Everyone keeps bugging me about the race with Mike Finnegan, saying like this and that, and like, oh, you punked out, blah, blah, blah. Apparently, you were not. I mean, there's so much stuff coming out. We put up lots of content. You might have missed it. But yeah, we're racing. We did the announcement at SEMA. So someone put up the picture right here of me putting my hand on Mike Finnegan's shoulder, like this, talking on the mic. We are racing at Pomona, February 8th, during NHRA Winter Nationals. That's like a real deal race, and it's happening February 8th. So there you go. We'll be racing Tri-5x-Fire versus Blasphemy, 2 jabronis on the track in the middle of an NHRA event. That's amazing. That's what it is. I already know everyone's gonna say like, oh, blah, 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 you're bringing a butter knife to a bazooka fight. Thing is that we're gonna transform the butter knife into a missile. And everyone knows missiles are way more powerful than bazookas.